The fear of bothering people. This should have been probably in the top 3, or at least somewhere up there in the fears of artists. And this is also connected to the video on the saboteur mind. And here's what it is. Here's the thing. So it comes from child mentality. You're basically, you want approval. You want someone to tell you it is okay to go and reach out to people. It is okay to do whatever it is that you want to do. You think of something that you want to do. When you have a goal and you are already in that empowered position and you want to go for it, right? You decided that you're going to go for it, and things of what you can actually do, what to take action on, come to mind, and inspiration flows through you, and you get ideas. Okay, so doing that, reaching out to that person, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, whoa, no, I'm not doing that. Or reaching out to someone that you've already reached out to and tell them again something that, or ask them again about something because they didn't actually answer, or they, whatever. Doing things that you think are not okay doing because you're bothering people. That is, it's fucking funny because people want to be noticed, but they are afraid to actually be noticed. They want to become seen and known without being noticed. Basically, that's what's fucking happening. And I was guilty of that. And I'm actually battling with this myself. And actually, that's why I'm doing this video, because I've noticed this in me recently. Because I was like, oh shit, I was totally the person that doesn't want to bother people. And first of all, it definitely doesn't come from an empowered position, because one, if you think you're bothering people, it means that what you're saying to them is crap. So you do not value what you have to say, even if you're offering something or you're not offering something, but whatever you are telling them has no value. So that's the first thing that you think of, because otherwise, why would you be bothering them? You are actually helping them. So that's first. The second one, the problem is that you are deciding whether to do something or not to do, in this case, not to do, because of someone else. That's not being in your energy. Being in your energy means to decide what you want to do, regardless of anyone else, of their reaction, of their interpretation. Because here's the thing. Their interpretation of what you say and their reaction to it has nothing to do with you. It says a lot about them. Do you understand that? Just because someone tells you, hey, you are fucking annoying, let me be, it doesn't mean that you are fucking annoying. It means they have a trigger, they have an issue, that is their problem. But you are not less of a person because you annoyed someone. Because believe me, when you stand up for something and you have a voice and you have something to fucking say, you are gonna piss some people off. And be prepared for that. So it doesn't have anything to do with you. And you have to understand that being in your power is not about what people say about you. You decide what you are. You know the energy behind the actions that you take, and no one can tell you otherwise. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention. What did I say? I cannot read my handwriting, just a second. I know this one came out of so inspiration. I was like, oh my god, I got to write it down because I need to make a video on this one. So yeah, I actually kind of said this, that you are being afraid to be noticed. Because here's the thing, when you start to reach out to people or just reach out to people, but in the same time talk. The first step is actually to start talking about, like, publicly, like, I don't know, social media or whatever, but not to someone in particular. You just talk about your truth. That's kind of the first step of coming out. But then when you talk to someone, like, specifically, it changes the energy, because when you talk to everyone, you're like, whoever is interested, okay. But then when you talk with someone in, like, personally, and they reject you, that is where it hurts, you know, like, that's what we're afraid of. Like, that's actually the fear of bothering people, that you think they are victims, but they are not. That was actually what I was supposed to say, kind of like at the end. But taking care of other people is not your job. Your job is to take care of yourself and to express your truth. It's not about managing the truth for others, because that means that you don't trust that they can handle it. You think that they are victims and they need managing or helping or whatever. They are not. You are basically just sharing information with them. And you are doing it out of inspired action. But if they don't care about it, that's okay. It doesn't fucking matter. And still, I didn't say what I wanted to say, that I've also heard this, and I've heard it also in my head. Oh, I don't want to say the same thing all over again. Like, I don't want to repeat myself too much. I don't know, in what I say in my videos, for example, or my posts, or to talk to people, like to say kind of the same thing, like, or for example, to sell them multiple things, like, hey, buy this, buy the other thing. You actually want to be known for a certain thing. You want to be repeating the same thing. Like, I keep talking about how drawing talent in general, it's all about the energetics behind it. I keep talking about fucking energy related to craft and artistry. This is what I talk about all the time. The energy behind it. And some people may be, oh shit. So what's the worst that can happen? Oh, this energy chick again. That's actually awesome, because I want people to know me as the energy chick. Like, to be known for something, so people know, oh, this is what I need. Oh, I know her. Like, with the energy you want to go to. Like, there are some connections that form in people's brains, and you actually don't want to avoid that. Like, that's actually what I'm trying to say. You're trying to avoid something that you basically want. So again, your mind is trying to sabotage you. Hey, don't say the same thing again. Say it. If your intuition tells you to say it, fucking say it. And trust your intuition no matter what. Even if it feels stupid, even if you bother people, even if they're gonna... What are they gonna do? Block you? Okay. There are so many other people in the world. You don't need someone in particular. This also comes with the idea, the not being attached to the outcome. Yeah, but no one is a victim. And if they are bothered, if they are triggered, it's actually a problem on their side. And if they just are not interested in what you're saying, they have clear boundaries, they will simply say no. A very clear no. I actually posted the other day that I respect so much the people that can give me a clear no. Not with excuses or whatever. If you start giving me excuses, like, I'm gonna keep going and keep asking. Don't be afraid to do that if that's... Maybe the conversation is fucking not worth your time. And that, yeah, you can not continue. But unless you get a clear no, keep going. Keep going, keep asking, keep getting into the conversation if that's what your intuition tells you. Without stopping just because you're afraid that they are bothered. Unless they tell you, don't make assumptions for them. If you hear some weird noise in the background, it's my dog. He's dreaming. Okay. Don't let this fear, and any kind of fear, stop you from doing you and from speaking out your truth. That's exactly what you're going to be learning and actually doing it practically in my free Facebook group, Talent is Your Mistress, especially with this challenge that is going to be coming soon. It's going to be awesome. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, if you're really committed to taking control over your career and artistry, contact me in private. Bye, guys.